Hey, welcome to the Vortex Garage. I wanted to grab the camera really quick and talk about our old videos, remasters, and copyright claims. And maybe not in that order, but we'll see. But suffice to say, you probably know that a lot of our older videos are about 5 or 6 years old now. Now back then, I didn't know the first thing about editing videos. And I kind of thought, well, you didn't want any dead air in a video, so you had to have something to keep people's attention. So put music in it. So that's what we did. We had music in like all of our old videos pretty much all throughout. And in reality, I learned pretty quickly that's not what you want in a lot of YouTube videos. So since then we've learned, and our video production quality is a little bit better. It's still pretty amateur, but suffice to say we don't do the music quite as much, maybe a little bit here and there, but definitely not like those old videos. Now a couple years ago or so, I don't really throw anything out. I'm a pack rat. So I have the original laptop and I have most of the original files from when I did that work. And what I found is I could boot that laptop up. It still had the old editing software. And if I found the right files, I could plug them in, boot it up, and literally remove the music track and re-render the video. So we did 3 of them. We did 3 videos about a year or 2 ago. We called them remasters. Now, the thing about a remaster is you basically can point in the old video and say, hey, if you don't want to see the music, click here and you can go to a new version that doesn't have the music. Well, let's talk about the copyright claim and how this all sort of comes together. So a couple weeks ago, I got a notice from YouTube that I had a copyright claim on one of my videos, one of my old videos, and it was for music. And it was silly because every piece of music came from YouTube's own audio library, all their royalty-free music. Everything was cited correctly too. Well, it turns out some of the videos in there, I looked it up, it's a pretty common thing. Some of the audio clips, are very common and generic type songs, and people will redo them and say, hey, look, that's my song, that's my video, and I'm gonna make a claim. And YouTube doesn't really get involved in those for the most part. You can counterclaim, but you're just going back to the person that made the claim, and you can go back and forth a few times, and it can take 30 to 60 days to work it out. And in the meantime, if you're monetized, what basically happens is the monetization's turned off on that video, or that person may even receive some of the monetization because they have that claim in there. And that makes sense. If you're, taking somebody's work, that makes good sense. But it's odd when it comes out of YouTube's own audio library that they don't have an algorithm and a way to detect that and know, hey, that is in our audio library, that is legit, you're okay to use that, so we're not going to permit that claim to go forward. But it is what it is. Now to solve that, I just basically told YouTube, hey, go into the video, it's like 2 minutes of insignificant stuff. Go ahead in there and just try to remove the song, keep the talking. It's like a beta thing that they have, and they go and do that. But that got me thinking to clear that and make sure everyone was happy. I thought, hey, this is a good reason for me to remember, hey, I was remastering these videos. Well, one of the things YouTube offers is where you can actually replace the audio clip that caused the claim. And for a split second, I thought, oh, wouldn't it be cool if I could re-render the video, but just take the audio and replace the audio on the original clip without music? That would be the best. Well, you can't do that. So I learned pretty quick. And it makes sense. The reason is, YouTube doesn't want you modifying a video. Say you have a video that got very good, large amount of hits or is viral. That's going to be up on the search criteria. It's going to pop up on people's feeds a lot. And here you go, editing the original content. You're changing the reasons it got there. And you can do that nefariously. You can change the content of a video. You can, say one thing gets popular and then change it to something else to change a view. Whatever, I get it. That's why they don't allow it. But that did reignite the thought, I should remaster more of these videos. What I've been doing is I make sure there's links. I put cards in the video. So last night I did 3 of them. I've got them queued up. I just got to go through them and add a few notes here and there, and we'll get those posted up. Those are 3 of our original WJ work videos, and we're going to have those posted up pretty soon. Once we do those 3, I'm going to see there might be another 2 or 3 that I can do. We'll see if we get those up. That'll be about 6 of them, 6 to 9 videos in total that have been remastered. And I think generally things past that, we started to phase out the music. So I just wanted to share that with you, with everyone, especially if you're here for the WJ stuff or some of the earlier videos and the how-tos. The stuff with music, we're going to try to get more of those remasters up. And that's sort of what led us to doing that. So thought that was kind of interesting. Thought we'd share that. Now, we still will have other content coming. Just to let you know, a few of the things we have on deck, we are close to having our next version of the F-250 rehab coming. We got hours of video we're chopping down to make it kind of interesting. We've got a couple more things. That Honda Civic is gone, but we've got some video where we replaced the front suspension, and we did a few fixes the dealer found. So we're going to get those videos up soon. And well, you can probably see it back there. We're going to get some work on the Spitfire and get you some updates on that in the coming weeks. But in the meantime, hopefully you enjoyed this quick update and hopefully you enjoy what we do. If you got any questions, you want to see something in particular, drop us a comment and we'll see what we can do. In the meantime, we'll see you here on Vortex Garage.